Hello, I'm Michael Diallo McLendon. As you know, Nashville is full of actors, filmmakers, artists, and musicians. My new segment, Cameras, Lights, and Lenses, focuses on the people, the places, and the latest creative projects happening right here in the Music City. Find out what's happening, where it's happening, and who's making it happen when you tune into Cameras, Lights, and Lenses right here on Bounce TV Nashville. Hello, and welcome to Cameras, Lights, and Lenses. I'm Michael Diallo McLendon, and today we have Kennie Dozier, the founder of Kennie Playhouse Theater. Kennie, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it's good to run into you at the International Black Film Festival.
It's good to be here.
I've been working with you for quite a while, and you're somebody I admired for quite a while before I got the opportunity to work with you. Talk about first how you got started in acting, or as an actor.
Oh, as an actor. There's a gentleman named Joe Bradford who was at my church, and he was doing a lot of different theatrical plays. And one day I just said, hey, if you ever need someone, I'd come and help you. And so I don't know how much time went by, but some time went by, and he tapped me and he said, hey, you know, I'm doing something for Christmas. Would you like to help? I said, sure. So I got there and I had a non-speaking role of an angel, kind of an angel representative in that particular play. And ever since then, the light went on, and I have been on stage ever since. So it's really the foundation of it started in the church, and then I was able to move outside of the church into, the public sector and start auditioning and doing acting that way.
So Kennie, you've been acting for quite some time, and the thing about you that I enjoy is that you don't just keep your art local. You travel quite a bit with your plays. You'll be in a production that's coming up in January and February. Talk about that production in Florida, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's with the West Coast Black Theater Troupe, which is a wonderful, wonderful organization. They're doing some tremendous work down in Sarasota, Florida. And their upcoming production this winter is Piano Lesson by August Wilson. I was very fortunate to work with them last year on Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. We had a lot of success, and we're working with the incomparable, just a wonderful, wonderful director, resident director from the Goodman Theater out of Chicago, Chuck Smith. So I'm excited, looking forward to being down there in the winter time when it's warm, and you're probably up here cold, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I just want to thank you because last year and the year before, we actually did the play called The Meeting, and you did a great job playing Martin Luther King. And I appreciate that. Thank you for the opportunity because you pulled all of that together. So it always amazes me when I see people like you at great events like the International Black Film Festival because there's so many different panels. Why does someone like you come to an event like the International Black Film Festival?
Well, you want to, there's always something to learn. I love films. My biggest goal has been to transition into film. So that is what I'm working on now as actively as we speak. But coming to see films and then being able to touch and talk to persons who are doing films, either in the film or directors or producers or whatever in that industry, it just helps me, gain knowledge and relationships and network on how to do that and maybe even get a chance to work with some of these wonderful people. So coming to the festival, man, I just love films. I mean, I go wherever I go, I'm out of town on vacation or whatever, I'll pop into a play, I go see films. I'm the kind of guy, I go to a film right in the middle of the afternoon by myself. I would think that 90% of the films that I've ever seen, I'm actually by myself, looking at it and just enjoying it, and just, it's been a tremendous passion of mine for quite some time.
As someone who's acted for a while and is really polished and seasoned at this, what advice do you offer young actors?
You just have to be patient. You have to definitely work at it. And I think commitment to if it's a dream realizes work performed. I got that from Bishop Maynard here in Nashville. So people have dreams, and I get that. But if you're going to make that dream a reality, the work that goes into it has no limits. So I would tell them that if there's something that they really want, they have to continue to work at it. You have to get yourself into around those people who doing things that you want to do, like acting, theater companies, auditioning, getting on stage, getting in front of the camera. and really, really, really continue to develop that craft. You know, taking the right workshops, working with the right people who are committed. And so I think that's what I would tell anyone, is that you have to be committed to your dreams, and that means putting in the work to make yourself respectable and a contributor in that industry.
Now, you're owner and founder of Kennie Playhouse Theater, and you've done quite a bit of work over the years. What can we look forward to in the future from Kennie Playhouse Theater?
Well, yeah, really, really kind of going back to what we really want to do. We have been sort of a nomadic theater company. Our goal now is to actually get our own facility where we can do all the things that we have in our repertoire in terms of productions as well as seasons. We've developed an audience here in Nashville, but oftentimes because we're so sporadic, we lose touch with our audience and they don't know. I run into people all the time. When are you going to do it? I missed the last one. I didn't even know you have that. So being able to bring all that into a more organized platform, I think having our own facility is the thing that interests me the most, as opposed to doing shows, because I have a repertoire of shows that I want to do, even something for you. But anyway, just being able to have our own facility, going down the West Coast and seeing that company, how they've developed over the years and what they've done. They just have done a tremendous job in putting it together where they have their own space, and talking to the owner, how that has come about. That's our immediate goal. It may take a little bit of time here, but that's where we are.
I've always admired your ability to emote, to actually get in that character and just kind of take it from 0 to 100, because that's what it requires of the character. Is that somebody that you emulated as an actor, or is it something that you're just looking for the truth as an artist?
I don't think it's any one person that I emulate. I think I watch actors over a period of time in different movies, and I watch them how they're always very, very believable in their presentation of that character. This particular show or play may be a banker. The next one could be a robber or whatever, a football player, but they're always believable. And so I try to make sure that whenever I get on stage that I'm really believable and going above and beyond just saying the words, but being in the moment. I always, when I'm teaching a workshop for kids, the theme is don't act, just be. You know, be whatever it is you're supposed to be on stage and film. So that's always been my goal, and it's just something that kind of in me, you know, from school and everything I do. I really just try to be the best at what I'm doing, and I think that's where it come about.
Your commitment to your art, to your family, and to the theatrical and the film community is very evident. Thanks again for joining us today, Kennie.
Yes, thanks for having me.
We appreciate you. Well, that wraps it up. Thanks for joining us again for Cameras, Lights, and Lenses. I'm your host, Michael Diallo McLendon, here on Bounce TV Nashville.